Controversial activist Eliza Bleu set to debate content moderation at Austin Free Speech Festival. Blue redefined the concept of being trafficked to include having others share photos of her online that were from a publicly available video performance she seemingly willingly gave and publicized. Minds Festival is hosting Eliza Bleu on a panel about content moderation at their upcoming Austin event. Blue made headlines recently when she was accused of censorship in the wake of the Twitter suspensions of prominent YouTubers Brittany Venti and The Quartering. The live event, slated for April 15th at Austin's Story Vulcan Theater, will feature many notable names in the contemporary free speech movement, including Peter Boghossen, Daryl Davis, and Jack Posobiec. But Blue is a recently new voice who is focused on speaking up against human trafficking. The celebrity she gained after speaking out about human trafficking, claiming that her empathy for the victims was based on her own experience having been trafficked, quickly turned to notoriety when she used her purported victim status to censor others. After Elon Musk took over the Twitter, Blue was commended for working with Twitter to fight child exploitation on the platform. I mean, is there proof of this even? Um, I've also heard Gabe Hoffman from An Open Secret uh, basically come out and say that there is no proof of that. And in fact, he can prove that other folks worked to. He can actually prove. I think he in a tweet thread said that actually the material has not been taken off of Twitter, and the hashtags she claimed to have been removed apparently are still working. I have no idea, even what they are or like how to find them. I don't know. I just don't even want to look. But apparently, this myth can be dispelled. This whole idea that she has fought um, child trafficking on Twitter, I think that has been debunked. And Musk announced that the removal of the child exploitation imagery was the platform's number one priority. And now it seems that maybe it wasn't. As always, Minds Bill Ottman told the Post Millennial, we host conversations and debates between figures with wide ranging views, often opposing. Minds.com, the social network, and our live events are built on the principles of free speech and civil discourse, especially with those we disagree with. The Austin panel about social media moderation was launched well before the stir, but now seems poised to be even more of an intense and powerful discussion given recent events. Minds also features comedy and live music, so we hope people come out in the spirit of celebrating diversity of thought and culture. After Blue made an appearance on Timcast, reading statements that was, I think, January 6th or so, 7th, reading statements from alleged human trafficking victims who were accusing internet personality Andrew Tate of trafficking them, questions began to rise on social media, specifically from YouTubers about Blue's background. Threads began unfurling with insinuations and implications about Blue's past. Lists of her former monikers began to circulate, and timelines popped up on Reddit and other locations, trying to puzzle together what the internet knows of her history with what she has stated in recent months. One item that many YouTubers found that cast doubt on Blue's story was a music video in which she performed on in 2016. That video from World Star Hip Hop opens with credit reading World Star presents Eliza, while Blue, who then went by Eliza Knows, dances provocatively. Blue has said she is currently 41, which makes her 34 in the video. Blue gave an interview about that video shortly after it was released, speaking with pride about her performance and how grateful she was to be in the video. In it, she said that she had approached the director and asked to be considered and was overjoyed when she was cast in the video. Blue said that she was excited to work with the director and she appreciated the camera he used, which is top of the line. Oh, yeah. Remember the whole, oh, I don't want to shit myself when I see a Red Dragon camera. Oh, my God. I almost pissed myself. She further said that her parents hadn't seen the video yet and intimated that the video had a lot of her own ideas and vision in it. It was her idea to do it in the desert. Several YouTubers posted stills of Eliza from that video on Twitter. Blue felt that the Twitter posting of images that were publicly available on the rest of the internet was a violation. She reported the posts to Twitter, and Twitter had the allegedly offending accounts locked pending deletion of the posts. And to this date, Brittany Venti is still locked out of her account. She's going on a full month of being locked out of her account. She was locked out January 20th. So, how many days has she been locked out? Who's good at math? Let's see. Today is day 26 of Venti being locked out of her account for posting a public screenshot of a screenshot of a publicly available music video that was not age restricted, fully monetized, and that Eliza herself was paid for, by the way. I'm going to address this one time and one time only, she posted on January 20th. A non consensual photo was posted of me yesterday on Twitter. Non consensual, girl. Please explain to me how that's non consensual. Like, if somebody posts like a picture of me from a private stand up comedy, am I going to really say that that's a non consensual photo? Okay. The photos have been removed. The source of the photo has also been contacted, and I'm preparing to escalate to the full extent of the law. Twitter did an outstanding job and will be excluded from legal action. By the way, she later came out and said she is not going to sue World Star Hip Hop, and nobody involved in World Star Hip Hop trafficked her. So this has nothing to do with World Star Hip Hop. World Star owns the rights to the music video. She did not say outright that she had danced in the video against her will, nor right. That would have been the perfect time to be like, yeah, I did that music video under duress. Boom, there we go. Uh that sounds like enough of an excuse. Nor did she say that she promoted the video under duress, though she later had the World Star video removed from YouTube. World Star issued a statement saying that Blue, then Knows, was paid for this video and we own full rights. When backlash erupted after the accounts were locked for posting publicly available images, Blue again addressed the controversy and her actions. She redefined the concept of being trafficked to include having others share photos of her online that were from a publicly available video performance she seemingly willingly gave and publicized. Yes, this is the key issue here. Like, yeah, it sucks that she lied. It sucks that she grifted, but like the fact that Venti is still locked out of her account for this is fucking wild. I haven't asked for a censorship of words. Yeah, okay. Nice cope, Eliza, etc. Any screenshot or repost. By the way, freedom of speech includes publicly available images alongside a question, which is what she did. Any screenshot or repost of the World Star video specifically can get your account in trouble on multiple platforms. I mean, does this sound like a threat or what? These are not my rules. Oh, it's not my rules. And it's not a threat. I'm just letting you know because there is confusion. Oh, yeah, we're so confused. We're so confused, Eliza. You know who's confused right now? Brittany Venti, who's locked out of her account for 26 days because she posted something that was publicly available. I felt so digitally. Oh, this is my favorite. I felt so digitally sexually exploited on a massive scale. What, before or after you got paid for this music video? That it's hard to articulate. She wrote, "My body and trauma has once again provided funding for others' personal gain." Girl, just answer the question. Like, why did you report that tweet? That's all we want to know. No, nobody's trying to use your body for anything at this point. The only thing that I can possibly think to do is to turn this pain around to help others in similar situations. Yeah, right. Okay. The next day she posted, "Today I have decided to change my story." This is Survivor. "I have been abused a third time on a massive digital scale. It's called image based sexual abuse, or IBSA. Every individual who knowingly profited off this content without my consent has become my abuser in my story." In her view, the posting of the images constituted abuse and was further exploitation. Girl, it doesn't sound like you're cut out to be in the public eye if this is how you truly feel. You didn't fight censorship, and you certainly shouldn't be posting that you're willing to die on the hill of free speech. Oh, right, except when it involves the truth about your story. Got it. You didn't fight censorship. You fought to exploit me. I'm so exploited. I can't answer any questions. She wrote, "Nude slash partially nude." By the way, these photos, she was not nude. So again, she is gaslighting the whole internet. Um, Sexually suggestive content without my consent. If you would have asked, I wouldn't have consented. So we now have to ask people if we can cite publicly available content that they've done. Guys, if you ever wanna cite my album Live from January 6th, you have to ask first. I know it's available on Amazon and iTunes, but you have to ask me first if you wanna, like, play a joke from there or, mention it on a public platform. Unbelievable. You believed that I consented previously, so you decided to take my body and use it for your gain. Girl, if you somehow previously consented to that World Star Hip Hop video and then at some point between 2016 and now realized that you regretted doing it, you should have had it taken down then and not waited for somebody to ask you a question about your past. Like, do you even understand how sketchy it looks? She alleged that sharing the photos made me a victim again, and that claims countering her allegations that she had not been sex trafficked were now moot because the sharing of the images was, in essence, sex trafficking. Yeah, okay. When and if Blue takes the Mind stage to address the topic of how to moderate and decentralize social networks alongside panelists Ian Crossland, yes, you should come and see Ian again. Luke Rudowski, and Stephen Destiny Bunnell. She will most likely have to face some pressing questions from panelists and audience. There will be an open and uncensored Q&A. Eliza Bleu did not respond to a request for comment by time of publication. Oh my God, I'm so shocked. Guys, this is what I genuinely want to know, and you can answer this question whether or not you live in the Texas area. Do you want to see Eliza at this event? Number one, do you think she should be canceled from it? Because the Babylon Bee did cancel her from a live event, I guess, based on the premise that is not who she says she was. Or do you think she should, be allowed to come and participate in the panel and speak? Or do you also feel like Brittany Venti should be invited to the panel as well? Or like the quartering or like a Blaire White? I mean, I think it'd be best to have Brittany on because then, I mean, it affected her directly and she was the catalyst for the whole thing. But like, I genuinely want to know what you guys think. Do you want to cancel her? Do you think she should be canceled from it? Do you think she should do it like nothing happened? Keep all the same panelists? Or do you think they should really try to bring on Brittany Venti? Because people are going to be asking her about this. There's no way Eliza's going to be able to escape questioning. It's only 2 months from now. Like, some people are going to forget, sure, but not everyone's going to forget. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.